He was done with marriage, 2 divorces, no looking back. She was fine with that until she got pregnant. Now he wants to marry her. Is this love or responsibility? Let's talk.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my.
Hi my loves, welcome to the comment section where I read it, react to it and see if the internet agrees or drags. I'm Rejoice and this is where real stories meet public reaction. Let's dive into today's story because it's a juicy story. Good morning. I need your suggestion on this issue. I vowed never to be married and I have kept it for years after my second divorce. Suddenly, I came across a lady who was pleasant and very hardworking. We started dating and I told her I was not interested in marriage. After 5 months, she called me to say that she's pregnant and she won't need me to father the kid. I can't have my first kid and not be a father. I never had any kids from my other marriages, so I begged her to let us marry, but she refused. What do you think I should do? I want the kid and I want to be a father. You know, there's this song that says, I have decided to follow Jesus, no turning back, baby, no turning back. No, it's already too late to. It won't make sense. Oh my God, what a story. I have so much to say, but let's just go to the comment section. Let's see how the internet reacted to this story. The first comment here says, you met your spec with a lot of laughing emojis because actually you have actually vowed that you will never be married again. I understand. After 2 divorces, you were like, okay, this thing is not for you, it's not working for you. Don't forget you already vowed. So this person said you met your spec. She doesn't want marriage as well. She doesn't want husband. And you already told her what you want and she agrees, right? So you met your spec, bro. This comment says she's using your brain. If she doesn't want you involved, she would not have told you. Telling you means she wants you in her life. Just be there. Don't go making promises of marriage cause of the baby. After the baby comes, do a secret DNA, making sure you are the father. If you two are compatible, maybe then give marriage a 3rd chance. But you really need to view what went wrong in your previous marriage to make sure you won't make same mistakes again if the errors were yours. Wow. This particular comment got a lot of reactions. Let me read out 2 or 3 comments under that comment. Projecting street mentality on another person who you don't know is wickedness. Don't be assertive about someone you don't know anything about. Not be every woman they use formats for men. And this other person said, if she's outside Nigeria, it is the new trend. They just want a child to call their own, but not the baggage that comes with marriage. I know 2 people that did this. It is a new trend. In some countries, she would be entitled to a house, child, benefits, and much more. There is a silent minority of women who don't want marriage. What do you guys think about that? Aura for aura. You know, that's the new slang in Nigeria. You hear, you do this, you get the result of this. It is called aura for aura. My take on this is quite different. Many people are quick to judge based on the limited information he shared. Yes, he mentioned he's divorced twice and vowed never to marry again. But has anyone considered the possibility that his fear runs deeper than what was said? Maybe he's afraid of entering another marriage and ending up childless again, reinforcing the idea in his mind. Or others, that might be the problem, the kind of fear that can be difficult to communicate, especially in a culture where men are often expected to stay silent and strong. Sometimes, instead of expressing vulnerability, men usually bravado men's ego, like saying, "I'm not interested in marriage," as a shield. Let's be careful not to reduce people to the few words they post online. There's often more beneath the surface. I agree with this. You vowed never to marry and started a relationship with a lady that honors your view. Your first child must be born out of wedlock. Be a baby father. You stated what you wanted and she gave you. Stay there, simple. You want to be a father, not a husband. It's only a matter of time before the marriage comes crashing again. Just baby daddy your child in peace. There's this question that got a lot of reactions as well. The question is this: first of all, you need to tell us why you are divorced twice, sir. And a lot of people came for the person that left this comment saying don't mock him and all of that. But your comment is out of line. Mocking someone for being divorced is ignorant and insensitive. People go through things you know nothing about. You either contribute meaningfully or keep quiet if you have nothing to say. Then another person said, no, stop being manipulative. A question is not out of line. He wants to marry when you have made a vow. No, let's start from Genesis, Mr. Poster. And you know, there's a lot of comments under that question that the lady asked, saying we have to know the reason why you were divorced twice. I think you should respect the lady's decision, because if you were being honest, you don't want marriage, but you want the kid. She doesn't want you to father a child as well. Both of you should respect each other's decision, because it was stated clearly when they started the relationship, right, that it doesn't want marriage. It means they were just, you know, catching cruise, they were just having fun and they were playing away the time. It's not something serious, because a lot of people get into relationship knowing that it's going nowhere, let's just have fun. I think that was the genesis of their relationship. So you now having to say you want to get married. I understand that change is the only constant thing, but you have to apply wisdom, especially when you know that something can change, or there's something that can change your perspective about something. Watch what you say. Assuming they started the relationship based on okay vibes and inshallah, and at the long run they decided to, you know, get married, it will have been better. This is a message to everyone out there. Watch what you say, because sometimes whatsoever you say never is what will happen in your life. You've made it clear to her from the beginning that you didn't want to get married. She knew that. Now that she's pregnant, she also knows that going ahead with the pregnancy goes against what you had originally expressed. But instead of facing that head on, she's trying to avoid a future where you might say you only married her because of her pregnancy, not because you actually wanted to. Because people are tends to remind you of what they say, and you know, most people, they don't just talk. When they say something, trust me, they mean it. I think if the lady says she agrees that okay, let's get married now, if there's any conflict, in the marriage in the future, maybe 4 years later, 5 years later, the man can be like, hello, I never wanted to marry you. It was because of my child. I already told you from the inception of our relationship that I don't want marriage, but because you got pregnant for me and I want to be a father, hence why I married you. I think this comment is making sense. But don't forget, change is the only constant thing. You might say this today and tomorrow circumstances will change, things will turn around and you'll be like, no, this is what I want. Let's continue with the comments because it is actually a long one. So what she's doing now is emotionally manipulation. She's trying to get you to be the one to offer marriage on your own, even though deep down she knows she wants marriage and she wants it regardless of whether you do or not. This isn't just about pregnancy. She's playing a psychological game, hoping you would take the bait and propose so it feels like your decision, not pressure from her or the situation. But the reality is she's using the situation to shift the narrative in her favor, to make it seem like you are choosing marriage when in fact she's setting the stage to make sure you do. That's another one. Okay, do you think she's playing psychological game with this man? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do you want the woman that is going to be your ever first child's mother? Would you accept and love her the way she needed to be loved? Cause to me, you are sounding like your child is all that matters to you, and that is why you are asking the woman to marry you. That is actually a valid question to answer. If you can answer that, dear poster, if you can answer that very well, you are sure of what you're saying, then you already have an answer to this your question. So many comments here are saying make sure you do the DNA first, make sure this is actually because of paternity fraud. You can be a father and not be married. Maybe the lady does not want the burden of marriage too. Clarifying if you both be exclusive, living separately but in each other's life. Some people prefer these arrangements. You are just 5 months in. Are you a Russian? Give it time. Nurture the relationship. She might see 101 reasons to marry you if you both tick each other's boxes down the line. Besides, establish that the child is yours. Do things with her and for her all the time, not during pregnancy alone. Sister has been made single for too long and comfortable in that space. Don't rush things. Take a deep breath and take things slowly. Just letting it out that your talk about wanting to marry her when she told you she was pregnant is suspicious. You want the child, not necessarily the mother. I think I agree to these particular comments because it's a two-way thing. It might be because she wanted to, tie the guys down, knowing that, okay, he never had the opportunity to have a child in her 2 other marriages, and maybe she was just like, okay, if I give him a child, he will want to marry me. And it might be the other side of, okay, I don't want to be married as well, I just want a child, just like the previous comments that we read earlier. So it's a two-way thing, right? But I think I agree with this, that keep the relationship, not just because of the marriage, just flow as you guys have been flowing before the pregnancy. Keep flowing, then along the line things will unfold itself. So I think I agree with this. Do you guys agree as well? Let me know in the comment section. If you were married twice and didn't have children with the women, be sure this is your child, uncle. Don't marry because you want to be a father, not because you love her as well. I think I agree with this because 2 marriages, you did not have a child. Have you visited the hospital? Is it that you have low sperm counts, or is anything wrong with your, So it is actually important as well that you do the DNA test, as it was said earlier. And this comment says brotherly. Also, this person said never say never, she's even kind to tell you. Like, there are so many reactions under this post because it's something that a lot of people have something to say about it. Let me know what you think in the comment section as well. If to be your brother, what would you advise him to do in this situation? Leave your comments in the comment section. This is the comment section, a segment of post and perspective. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't. Hit the bell for more stories like this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.